Imagine waking up in your dream life. No financial struggles, your ideal body, your ideal business, YouTube channel, or career. What if I told you that this is not only possible, but likely if you made this one change in 2025? Hey, my name is Drew, and I'm a Christian YouTuber who has helped tens of thousands of Christians become their ideal selves. But don't worry if you're not a Christian. This video still does apply to you and will help you become your ideal self in 2025, regardless of your beliefs. And it all starts with what I like to call the diagram for success. And first, it starts with your values. And for me, that's the Christian worldview. But like I said before, it doesn't matter to me what your worldview is or what your values are. All that matters is that you know your values and that they grant a solid foundation. The second part of the diagram for success is mindset. And this is what we're going to be covering in this video. So before we talk about mindset, I'm first going to touch on the third part of the diagram and then come back to mindset. The final part of the diagram of success is action. This is the hard work, goal setting, and discipline. And this is the part that many self-development videos talk about, but the reason why this approach is flawed is because ultimately your values and mindset are far more important than any goals or discipline you might have. Because if you don't know what you stand for or the process for your actions, how could you ever succeed? Think about it this way. Imagine driving to a location without any idea of your destination or without a GPS. Yeah, chances are you're probably not going to get there. That's similar to searching for success without values or the correct mindset. It's simply impossible. So let's talk about mindset. There are two possible mindsets you can have, the growth mindset or the fixed mindset. And before you click off this video, I know that the growth mindset has a really bad reputation, mainly because it's been grossly misrepresented by schools and businesses, but please give me a chance to change your perspective on the growth mindset. Trust me, you won't regret it. Having a true growth mindset is the idea that your skills and your abilities aren't final, and that there's always room for growth and improvement. Some examples of this mindset could be, I'm not good at drawing, but with a few art classes, I'm sure I could get better. Or, I don't know much about stocks, but after reading a few books, I may be able to learn more. This mindset allows us to have growth and to become the person we want to be. Just like the growth mindset, I think that the fixed mindset is grossly misrepresented in society today. The truth is, many of us have a fixed mindset and we don't even realize it, and that could be the thing that's holding us back from reaching the success we want to have. So, what is a fixed mindset? Well, the fixed mindset is the idea that our abilities and skills are final, and that we are who we are and we can't change that. For example, I am not good at drawing, so I might as well find something else to do. Or, I don't know anything about stocks, so I don't belong in the investment world. The key distinction between these two mindsets that's imperative for your success in 2025 is identity. Researchers did a study comparing the growth mindset to the fixed mindset and how it affects your identity. The researchers gave participants a quiz to see how they'd respond to the outcome and feedback to their quiz. The participants with a fixed mindset showed high brain activity while listening to see what questions they got right and wrong, but then disengaged and had no interest in figuring out why they might have got a question wrong. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset showed high brain activity during the feedback portion and were increasingly more interested in why they got questions right or wrong. This is because people with a growth mindset don't put their identity in results or outcomes, but instead put their interest in learning and growing. Someone with a fixed mindset is interested in proving who they are, while someone with a growth mindset is interested in improving who they are. Research has shown that us humans are naturally born with a growth mindset, but then tend to lose it while we're growing up. When a baby is learning how to walk, it stumbles and falls during the process. But the baby doesn't think, I can't walk now, so I'll never be able to walk. Instead, the baby continues to try until it ultimately learns how to walk. This shows that innately, we have a desire to learn and grow. And then slowly, it's beaten out of us by society as early as the age of 4. In fact, researchers went into a kindergarten class to see how many kids still had a desire to learn and grow. They gave the kids jigsaw puzzles, and after the kids completed the puzzle, they were given two options. They could either up the challenge and get a harder puzzle, or they could get a puzzle of the same difficulty. Some kids gravitated to the harder puzzle in order to challenge themselves with a harder task, while other kids chose a puzzle with the same difficulty. After the experiment, the kids who chose the puzzle of the same difficulty were asked why they did so, and their response is very telling. The kids explained that smart people never make mistakes and always succeed. In other words, the kids were putting their identity in whether or not they could solve a puzzle. If they solved the puzzle, they felt like a success. But if they did not solve the puzzle, they felt like a failure. This caused some of the kids not to push themselves because they wanted to feel like a success. The only problem is, these kids didn't challenge themselves and in turn didn't learn and grow. So even though they felt smarter because they didn't fail, they took away their ability to improve because they were too worried trying to prove who they were. Let me put this whole idea as simple as possible. You receive a C on a test. You have two options. feel like a loser, an idiot, worthless, or like a failure, or you could discover why you received a C and learn from it to ensure a better outcome next time. So the key to success in 2025 is having a growth mindset and finding areas in your life where you can improve. Focus on who you can become and improving who you are instead of trying to prove to other people who you are.